had so much fun with your science experiment yesterday. I would love to know how it went and how you extended the activity. Today is gardening day. We are doing a very traditional Montessori work, I guess you could call it. But first of all, we have to welcome in the day. Do you have your sun or your son? Or maybe you made a sun. Ready? The sun is coming up. The sun is coming up. We thank the earth for spinning round and being here for us. The sun is coming up. The sun is coming up. We thank the earth for spinning round and being here for us. The sun is coming up. The sun is coming up. We thank the earth for spinning round and being here for us. When I sit at circle, my bottom is on the floor. My legs are crisscross applesauce. My eyes are looking, my ears are listening, my mouth is closed, and my hands are in my lap. Tommy thumb is up and Tommy thumb is down. Tommy thumb is dancing all around the town. Dance him on your shoulders, dance him on your head. Dance him on your knees and tuck him into bed. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Yo estoy bien y tú también. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Good morning, how are you? How are you? Good morning, how are you? How are you? Me, I'm fine, and you are too. Good morning, how are you? How are you? But what morning is it today? What day is it today? Well, we know yesterday was science experiment day, so that means yesterday was Wednesday. So if yesterday was Wednesday, and tomorrow will be math day, which is on a Friday, it means today is, yes, today is Thursday. Today is Thursday, today is gardening day. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Los días de la semana son siete, son siete. Los días de la semana son siete, son siete. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo son siete, son siete. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Sunny, 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 sunny. Is it sunny in the sky? S-U-N-N-Y is sunny. Is it sunny in the sky? Cloudy, 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 cloudy. Is it cloudy in the sky? C-L-O-U-D-Y, cloudy. Is it cloudy in the sky? Rainy, 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 rainy. Is it rainy in the sky? R-A-I-N-Y is rainy. Is it rainy in the sky? Windy, 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 windy. Is it windy in the sky? W-I-N-D-Y, windy. Is it windy in the sky? Snowy, 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 snowy. Is it snowy in the sky? S-N-O-W-Y is snowy. Is it snowy in the sky? My friends, what is the weather like with you today? Oh, well here it is a little bit windy, but it's also very, very cloudy. So I'm going to sing about the clouds, but you choose a word that best suits your weather and we'll meet at the end of the song. Ready? I know a day just like today, and cloudy was the weather. C-L-O-U-D-Y, 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 and cloudy was the weather. Today is gardening day, and we are going to start a collection for our very own nature tray. And nature tray is something that we love to keep in a Montessori classroom because it is a tray that every time we find something outside in nature that we really want to explore and look at more, we collect it. We make sure it doesn't smell, we make sure it's not moldy, and I'll talk about that more. But if it's dried out, we put it on our tray, and then we can keep maybe a small magnifying glass beside it, and we can also do some research on it whenever we would like to. There's only a couple of rules for the nature tray, and that is, we only need one stick, just one, and we only need one blade of grass, and we only need one acorn. The reason I say that is sometimes we end up collecting so many sticks, so many acorns, and so many blades of grass that there's no room on our tray for anything else. So when you collect something, choose one and you can put it on your tray, and then you will be in a collection of many, many different things from nature. Now, if you just have the subscribe to the videos and you want more ideas of what you could do once you have the nature tray, the core program on the weekly schedule will tell you how. And then if you want even more differentiating on that for different age groups, then you can also choose to add on the weekly cheat sheet. But come on, let's go make our nature tray. We just found a dried up cicada on the ground. Now, this is one of those bugs that I say that you can keep on your nature tray if mommy and daddy say it's okay. It's all dried up and it's not going to start to smell. So it's a great one to put on your tray. Elizabeth, let's put it in your bag.
No,
thank you.
What?
So Elizabeth just spotted this on the ground, and I think it's a tiny, tiny bird that might have fallen out of the nest, but this is one that we wouldn't pick up to put on the tray because it's going to decompose, and it's kind of wet, and it's not something that we want to have in our house. But it's really interesting to see because we can see the jaw and we can see the teeth. So that was a wonderful find. We can also see that it has a backbone right here. Great find, Elizabeth. So here are the things that we collected on our walk today. We're just going to take a tray, and this will become our nature tray. So many different things, which is good to switch things out every now and again. When your tray gets really full, go through it and maybe put some things back into nature and then go and collect some more. So on my tray, I collected lots of new things today, but because we've had our tray for a little while, we recently switched it out, but there were a few things we got from different places. So I'd like to show you some other things that we have on our tray. Now, when we go for walks in our neighborhoods, a lot of the neighborhood children leave out painted, A lot of the neighborhood children like to leave out painted rocks, and sometimes they ask us to rehide them. Sometimes we post them on our neighborhood Facebook page, and sometimes they say we can keep them. So when we were on one of our walks, we found this beautiful painted rock, which has an anchor on the front. And Elizabeth loved this one. And then on the back it said, please post onto the Facebook page, and then it said that you can keep it or you can return it. So Elizabeth chose to keep this one because she loved it. That is on our nature tray. When our garden was in blossom, when all the flowers were there, we went out on a colour hunt. So we took an egg box, we put colours in the box, and we went outside to explore and find lots of different colours, materials. Now, a lot of those we've cleared off the tray right now, but one thing we did get was some blue flowers, and they actually dried out really beautifully. So these blue flowers are still on our tray. A colour hunt is something you can do at any time of the year because there's always something you can find with different colours outside. We also have some bark. We thought the bark was really interesting, and we actually used that to do some rubbings on. So we had bark that we'd found on another day that's dry and nice, because a lot of things outside right now are a little bit wet and we need to leave them to dry out. Now we have something very special on our tray too. When we went to the beach a good few months ago, we found the shell of, you see, a crab. Now we had to be very careful with the crab, and we had to make sure that he didn't have any more meat inside of him, because that's when something can become very smelly. It can get moldy and it'll be horrible and you won't know where it's from. So you have to make sure your crab does not have any meat inside of him. You can clean that out, and he's all dried up. If you ever find an insect or an animal that you can put on your tray. Now, if you're going to put any insects or animals on your tray, let's not make it mice and things like that, because those animals are going to decompose and they're not going to smell very nice. But if it's an animal that has a shell, like something at the beach, maybe it was a snail and it's not in its shell anymore, a crab that doesn't have meat in it, where I live we get these insects called cicadas that dry out. They're okay. Sometimes you might even find a snake skin if you live near a place with snakes, but just be very careful at certain times of the year when you're looking for these things. Always make sure that whoever you're with sees exactly what it is that you're picking up. So these are a few things we already had on our tray. As you go by, as time goes by, you are going to find lots and lots of wonderful things to put on your tray. So let's just get it started today. We're going to finish off not with a song today, but by reading a lovely book about growing a garden. Now, whether it's the time of year to grow a garden, that's okay, because it's always nice to read about how to grow a garden. So first I will read the page, and then I will show you the picture. This is a shovel, this is a rake. Think of the wonderful things they can make. Like corn on the cob or peas in a row. Water them daily, wait, and they'll grow. Flowers are blooming one by one, popping with colours, fun, fun, fun. I love flowers. All plants grow from things called seeds, squash and carrots, and even the weeds. Miss Alexa needs to get the weeds out of your garden. But weeds are bad. You must pull them out, so good plants will grow like green beans that sprout. Soon the air changes and harvest is near. Gather your garden tools, bring them right here. Time of year is a good time to garden. Pumpkins and peppers will make such a treat now that the harvesting season's complete. I love that little book, How to Grow a Garden, and the author of this book is Brett O. Parson. It's a lovely one, it's one of our favorites, and it gets us excited to grow a garden. So today for our pranayama, our breathing exercise, let's pretend we're a plant growing from a seed out of the ground. So can you make yourself a tiny seed and breathe in and out. shoulders up and down your back pockets. Have so much fun making your nature trays today and doing the additional work to go with them. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for math day. Goodbye.